Welcome, welcome.
Welcome, y'all, to the Never Ever Met and soon not to be the Love and Marriage Detroit review and recap panel. Okay. I'm your girl, Treese, of course.
It's Nels.
And we have the lovely, Really Be TV reviews. So, happy Memorial Weekend, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining us on this Sunday fun day. Hopefully, you guys are having a great and safe weekend. Hey, Quake, welcome. And y'all, so we're getting into this is season 2, episode 7. As we know, they did not, thankfully. Apparently, they were on Me and Really B's schedule because, they didn't come on this week, which actually worked out for us since we were both out last week. You know what I'm saying?
Is the light on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is on. I think it's because I probably need to shut the because I got the sunlight coming through.
Yeah, gotcha.
But y'all. So if you haven't already, as you're coming in, please make sure you go ahead and hit that like button
and that subscribe button.
And y'all, let's go get right into this foolishness. And and so we can say goodbye to Love and Marriage Detroit. Okay, never can say goodbye.
Look, I'm the type to just cut off, but you
the type to just cut it off. We ain't got no time for closure. All right, let's get shady. All right, y'all. Let's see who else came up in the building. Cross Country Cruiser, welcome. Southern Belle, what's up? What up? Des Hop, hey boo, welcome. BK's Empress, welcome. JB, how you doing, boo?
What up, JB?
Hey, JB, what's up?
Let me know if you want me to drop the link, Lev. You are more than welcome to join us. All right. So, y'all, we get into basically what we all been waiting for is Tatiana and Clay. They have returned after spending a night in the intimacy suite. Okay, and apparently I assume that they got intimate. Go ahead, Really Be.
Can we do Love and Marriage Detroit first? Because I feel like we're gonna have a lot more to say about Never Ever Meet, and I don't have nothing to say about Love and Marriage Detroit.
You know what? This is why we're a panel. We work together.
But that don't mean we need to lose our viewers. Okay. That don't mean y'all just take
That's
off.
True. You know the viewers leave.
His stomach getting nice. Oh, okay. Hope it wasn't nothing you ate.
Oh, y'all are funny.
We don't do it that way. That's fine. Cause
no. I actually agree. Sorry, we're gonna make y'all suffer, y'all, but I actually agree with you for this one because I really don't have much to say about. Like, put it like this: I didn't even take real notes this time. I did watch it. But I literally have.
I think really we could just say that Anthony took accountability. He apologized, and Kim and what's her face, Kim and Christina, they decided that they was going to try to move into a better space. So did Kobe and Christina, but I think that's BS. And we done with the show.
No, what? No. We got to talk about the bird. What happened with the bird?
Oh, Chelsea.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like she's saying what she been saying. I mean, she ain't really say nothing new. We
learned she had trauma because apparently she
had trauma. They didn't mention that on the show. They did show an unreleased scene where she did say that she had trauma. And I'm not sure if that's what made Anthony apologize, but you know what? I did appreciate the fact that even when they took break, he walked over to her, and I felt like it was a genuine apology.
I did too,
and told her that it really ain't that deep. I never meant for it to go this far, and really I apologize. And I'm glad he did that because I really feel like that kind of gave us the impression of Anthony moving forward. Ever since that scene, it was like, okay, well, this is who Anthony is, and that's just, So I do appreciate him apologizing. I don't think there was really nothing else.
And we got to talk about if everybody is not aware, Brandon and Christina are divorced.
Oh yeah, we know that, and they acting like. I mean, I don't know. I guess they supposed to still be friends and still be cool, bumping songs. What's the Usher song that they was playing in the damn car together after signing the paper? Ready to sign them papers, I think, or something like that. Making a joke out of it.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, they was bumping the song together after signing the papers, ready to sign them papers. Who cares?
So
Are we done? Are we done?
Damn, can I say something? Calm down.
Go ahead, Really B. My bad. Look, I'm so over these people. I'm so sorry. Go ahead, please speak, Really B. Go ahead.
My gosh.
Really, I can't even get a word in.
Right?
Right. Like, I get it. We ready for them to be done, but my goodness.
I'm giving Kimberly I can't even get a word in.
Right. God. No, but seriously, all I really wanted to add in reference to the divorce piece of it is I honestly feel like they played in our faces. Mm-hmm. I do not think that I think it was very much a male, hate to bring up the other show, but I think it was very much a Mel and Martell situation where they were pretty much not even together and they tried to floss for the cameras. And I don't think the show is coming back, so they don't have to fake it anymore. And I think that's why they went on and went through with the divorce. I do not think that they were a happily couple for a very long time. And like I said, I told y'all way back in season 1 that I knew for a fact that Brandon was out in them streets. I knew that. When I say for a fact, I'm saying I knew.
What, your eye in the sky gave you some tea?
And DeMarcus and
I would say this. I knew people who worked at the Star Factory who knew Brandon was in them streets. So it just, was DC come? I don't know nothing about DC. Like I said, I'm giving y'all all I know. I'm tired of asking my people because I know they tired of giving me the same answer. But as far as I know, it was renewed and they were supposed to start filming after New Year's, but we are now in May. And as far as I know, y'all know what? I'm gonna send a text to one of my people right now and be like, "Have y'all started filming yet?" And I bet you they say no.
Have y'all noticed we haven't heard from JB since we started talking about this damn show?
JB went ghost.
He went quiet.
He said, "I ain't got it to do." But no, one thing I will say to Really B's point is clearly they're not coming back. But I'm mad that Carlos tried to fake like maybe we'll see you next season. Carlos, we don't want it. Nobody wants it, and you know nobody wants it. Mm-hmm. You know nobody wants it. Okay. Hey Nikki B. Let me see who else came in the room after we got started. Good afternoon, ladies. Thank you for giving us this video. I hope you ladies have a wonderful holiday weekend. I hope so. You have one as well. Melly. Hey, welcome. Ravine, simulcasting both channels. Thank you, boo. I see you. Ash Tuck. Hey, boo. Welcome. And yes, Detroit is the easy button. I came here for both. Okay, thank you, Raven. We appreciate you. We know you loyal. Des Hop said, "Yeah, I was sure about to leave." Don't do that, Des. Just stick with us. That we literally moving on in just a second. Okay,
we did it real quick.
We did a real quick.
We done. The only reason why, because if I'm telling y'all the truth, I didn't even watch it. The only reason why I wanted to even just touch on it, I didn't. Let me tell you why I didn't watch it. Hold on. Let me tell y'all why I didn't watch it. Because I didn't know we were going to talk about it because we missed it. And I just deleted it off my DVR. And so last night when we were like, well, we could go ahead.
So you gave up last week. You gave up last week.
Before me, Tracy, even before me.
I just didn't know what they was. I just didn't know what they spent a whole hour talking about in part 2. So my only contribution was the divorce piece of it. That's why I wanted to say something.
and to your point, Really B, they really didn't. There was nothing that was like, oh my God. They could have summed, like we said, they could have summed this up in an hour on the first one, and we could have been done 2 weeks ago. But you know, they like to play in our face. Hey, DeMarcus. Hey, boo. Auntie Eva, happy Sunday. Y'all ready to be done with that show? We absolutely are, JB. You don't even understand. Felicia, hey, welcome. Everyone on Detroit has trauma. Absolutely. The show needs to heal.
Not the show needs to heal.
Melly said, "Let It Burn." Is that what they were playing?
Song. That was the
That
song.
was the song they were playing. Let It Burn. Oh well, I guess they let it burn.
Because I was saying sign them papers. It was Let It Burn.
Oh, Ravine.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, Ravine said they should have divorced season 1, and I absolutely agree.
I agree. And I think that we learned all we needed to know when Brandon said he was ready to divorce her and the kids. I think we know everything we need to know about Brandon.
Mm-hmm. Okay, right. I was sick of seeing him on my screen because he is just awful. They said, baby, she's done. Yeah, Nails just wouldn't even. She literally gave us a 3-sentence, review off an hour. But I mean, to her point, it really wasn't much there.
It wasn't.
Look, really be somebody. It was. You ain't watch it, really be.
You ain't watch it. Somebody wasn't.
Melly said, all that was important is they divorced.
Melly said,
because I just feel like it proved that they were playing in our face. Like literally the day after the finale, the second part of the finale airs, all of a sudden now you letting us know that y'all are divorced, which means y'all were already divorced. Like that didn't just happen. So I mean, granted, they filmed the finale 8 months ago, so it's been time since the finale. But I mean, but
with the video that they came out with. And I would think with the video that they came out with, riding together, talking about, we signed the papers, whatever, playing the song, Let It Burn, like they would have had time to heal, to been able to do that. Because remember when they was initially talking about getting divorced, Christina was not with it. So the fact that they was able to sit in the car laughing and joking about it, I would think that they had some time to heal before even.
I think Christina wasn't with it because, again, I think it goes back to her wanting to save face. I don't think it was because she wanted to stay married. I think she just didn't want, between them being on the show and this image that she's put out of herself, I think that's what it was about. I grew up, in the church and you don't get divorced. Like it was about the image. It was never about, in my opinion, I can't tell that woman how she felt, but in my opinion, from the side of the couch I was sitting on, it was about image and not so much about what was in the best interest of her and them kids. That's my opinion.
I kind of agree with that because I was thinking about it, the whole divorce thing too, before we got up here. And I said, she probably just got tired of being with somebody that she knows didn't love her like that. And I'm sorry, but he's told us in more ways than one, I just, I wanted to hit it. I married her, but I never really was head over heels.
That alone would have been like, divorce.
Right. But no. So I agree with everything Really B said. Melly says she alluded to cheating in the comments. Girl, we know. Right. Just like you said, girl, we know. We not surprised. We knew that. And we
knew Brandon was a cheater when your ass was calling down to the Star Factory every 5 minutes, wondering where he was, who was down there, what was going on. Like we already knew then.
JB said, I'm here, but y'all know I don't watch this mess. Hey, Kenya, welcome, boo. I don't watch Love and Marriage Detroit, but I love y'all. Thank you. We appreciate it. 2 Geeks and a Nerd said, great PM. Enjoy the 3-day weekend. Thank you, boo.
Yes.
I haven't watched this season and ain't missed much. You didn't, baby. You didn't. Itty bitty. Welcome, boo. Detroit was a waste of time. I know. We getting ready to move on. I'm just going through the comments. DeMarcus said, Nels, will you review The Chi? I want to hear your opinion. Yes, DeMarcus. I already told you.
Plan to. Yes. We working out the logistics.
Yes, I told you in the comments. Read your comments. DeMarcus, I'm just playing. But no, Nels will be taking on The Chi on her own. So yeah, be looking out for that. I might pop in and out, but I'm so behind y'all. I can't commit. But yeah, Nels got y'all on that. Melly said the whole franchise is in jeopardy. I agree. But isn't Huntsville filming though? I thought they're currently filming.
They're filming.
That's what I thought. Hey, Paul, welcome, boo. Happy Sunday. Happy Memorial Weekend. I don't think Brandon thought she was really going to pull the trigger on the divorce. I don't think so either, Melly. I don't either. I think she he thought she was going to stay. Erica said sick of her too. Get rid of them both. Ravine said, yeah, they've been divorced. Hey, Xavier, I was wondering where you been. Hey, boo. Hey. Why they riding together? He ain't got no car. You are so funny. Y'all talking a long time about Detroit. Okay, we moving on. All right. I was just trying to get through this thing, man.
She was just reading the comments, right?
It's all love. Xavier said the divorce means the show is over. Ain't God good? Won't he do? Won't he will? Okay. So yeah, all right, moving on. So let's go to the Never Ever Mets, y'all. which is what I got up here. So that's how I was able to trick y'all to get y'all to stay here with the background. That's how I was able to get y'all. But anyway,
two geeks and a nerd. I sent a text to somebody, one of my eyes in the sky, to see if they've started filming yet. So I'll let y'all know before we get. Y'all remind me to check my text messages before we get off of here, and I'll let y'all know if I have any updates.
Look at really big on a job, working day and night. All right. So let's get into Never Ever Met, y'all. Now, Tati and Clay have just returned from an intimacy suite, like I said, and apparently they done got intimate. In my opinion, I'm assuming that
it really got intimate.
From his point of view, that's what it sounded like, but from hers, it sounded like she wasn't trying to give up too much.
Well, you know, he's talking about all the feelings that he has for her, and so Cinco and Jay are talking about how Clay was drunk the night before or some night, and he got real mouthy, and he started talking about his best friend that's supposed to be coming, and we learned that the best friend is a girl, and she's a corn star. And I'm not saying but she's a corn star, y'all. Okay, she knows how to corn. All right, and so and apparently Tati's mom is supposed to be coming as well. So yeah, Jay is just like, I don't know why he would bring that up, and like it seems like he's nervous. He's like, she feels like it's more than just friendly, and I could understand why. I was like, yeah, because if that's really just your friend, it shouldn't carry that much weight. Like, yeah, my best friend is a girl, and yeah, she coming to meet you. But I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think. And so Single was like,
that you mentioned that she's a corn star.
Right. And so, and I was like, why are you telling all her business? But I guess it don't matter if she's a corn star because she put her business out.
But that's not how I would introduce somebody. Like, exactly. We already know that there's a stigma. Like, even if she doesn't care about what she does and she's fine with it, and it's not a secret amongst their friend group, that's not how I would introduce. Like, for example, when I came to your birthday party at your house, Treese, you introduced me to your friends, but you didn't attach what they did for a living. You didn't say, hey, this is my friend so-and-so, they're a lawyer. Hey, this is my friend so-and-so, he's a like it was. That's not. And now through conversations, different things came up in our conversations. So why do you feel it's necessary to put that on there? Oh yeah, my best friend, yep, she a porn star. Like, that's not even how I would want people to look at my best friend. Not that I think is anything to be ashamed of, because sex work is nothing to be ashamed of. That's your business. You working, it's a legal job, and you probably making more money.
You're an entrepreneur. You work for yourself.
I actually thought he was
proud of it. But I wouldn't want people to have a preconceived notion of my friend before they walked in the door.
I took it as he was proud of it. Like, because normally, these girls that do that type of work are pretty. They have nice bodies. And I took it as, oh yeah, my best friend, she's a woman and she's a corn star. And basically, without you meeting her, you're already going to think, okay, she's a baddie. I took it as he was proud. Like, it was something he was proud of.
He clearly was proud of it. I just didn't think it was necessary for him to tell a house full of strangers. Yeah.
Well, Xavier said maybe that's where Clay got all those tricks. Oh, you are so funny.
You know what?
Maybe said there are no victims here, in my opinion. Clay and Tati knew what it was. I absolutely agree. And I'm probably going to have the unpopular opinion on Tati this episode, but I don't know. I felt like we'll get there. I'll wait till we get there. I'm not going to jump ahead.
I was going to say, because I need some clarification on that. So yeah, we'll wait till we get there.
Look, 2 Geeks said, cool. 1 episode of this ghetto mess was enough for me. How do y'all get through these sorry shows? We love y'all so much. Because literally, sometimes I be sitting here a 30-minute episode and it take me 3 hours, sometimes more, because I keep stopping. I get distracted because I really don't want to watch it. I really don't care. But we come up here to talk to y'all about it because this is what we like to do on Sundays.
It's junk food. It's junk food for my soul.
Right. Xavier said, I thought he was concerned someone might recognize her. Okay. JB said, ain't no way Clay and his boobs laying on me. Yeah, I noticed he had boobs and he got a big butt too. I usually like him.
He got a big old butt.
He got a big old butt. Oh, yeah.
I said, oh, he got a big old dong.
He got a dong. He got a dong.
He definitely has an interesting shape.
I like the way you said that. Desop said he got feelings for her. That's why he mentioned it. I absolutely think so.
I absolutely believe he has feelings for her. Ravine
said there are no. Oh, I think I already said that. JB says He done banged her. Oh, so you think he banged her already? DeMarcus said, well, y'all reviewed that's you gotta talk to Really B about that. You gotta talk to Really B about that. He wants to know, is anybody gonna be reviewing Divorced Sisters on BET Plus?
So what I said on my channel, DeMarcus, was I will give it 10 episodes and see how I like it, and 2, I'll see what the views are given. And at the end of 10 episodes, I will reevaluate the situation. That's the best I can do.
No, and I think that's a lot to give, because I'm Tyler Perry. Like I said, the fact that this one other woman on the original one is still pregnant and y'all can't explain that to me, I'm not gonna. I'm not.
My sisters.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. But I'm gonna be honest. I probably would tune in just to watch. I wouldn't recap it, but I do want to support LaToya Luckett and Kadeen. So,
and that's honestly that's what made me rethink it, because at first I was like, it's a hard no. But once I saw that LaToya Luckett and Kadeen, because I love both of them and I do want to support that, so I will. That's why I said I can give it. Well, the reason why I say 10 episodes, Erica, is because that's usually the length of a season for you look at you look at all of these shows, especially first season shows, most of them 10 episodes is a season. Like, look at this, Kanan, right? All of the power shows is 10 episodes. Like this, that's usually the so that's why I said I'll give it a season. Now I'm gonna tell y'all now, if anybody on my channel know, I reserve the right to change my mind. If it's something
look, she's not like me. I'll finish it up. Really B will just quit in the middle of the shit. She will say, I'm done, and have a nice day.
No, she cut ties.
You know what? When I first started doing my channel, I used to feel obligated. I used to feel like I gotta finish the season. I gotta. But then I was like, no, I don't. Especially if nobody's watching the reviews. Like, it's one thing. Like when I was getting good reviews from sisters, I stuck it. I stuck in there. But when people stopped watching the reviews, I was like, so why am I struggling through this? And ain't nobody even watching my day. Like, I went from 2,000 or 3,000 views on a video to 200 or 300. So I was like, clearly y'all don't care no more. So if y'all don't care anymore, why am I still struggling through this shit?
Right. All right. So now we get into, or I guess we see Brittany and Kiki, and they talk about whether she plans to be intimate with Ty. And I don't know if y'all saw, Brittany don't like Ty. And I love at one point when Trey points out how she's real handsy. I knew Nels wasn't like this. She real handsy with a lot of the other men, but she don't give Ty no type of love. But you see her messing with Cinco and flirting with the other boy, and I said, yeah, that
wasn't Jay right there?
Yeah, Jay was right there.
Each other. Yeah. Yeah. No. She ain't no tickle me Elmo. Get your hands off. Stop playing games.
Oh, and I will tell you, your nephew absolutely thought that you were out there cussing Clay out. He said, Auntie Nell, why she upset? I said that would be that's how Auntie Nell would act if that happened. That's exactly how she would act.
No, that's not.
And she had the dreads going too. She got the
yes. That is not how I would act.
Oh no, you would have.
I would get past security.
Oh, you're terrible. Well, really, it wasn't security. It was just Jay's tall ass.
Exactly. Y'all can't hold me back.
You stupid. LC Charm said it has been shown that Clay and the best friend used to be in a relationship. Oh, thank you for that little gem, LC.
That makes so much sense.
Absolutely does.
What I'm saying. And then you gonna put her in my face for me to meet her as your best friend? Yeah, that's what we not doing. I might have knocked his ass out too.
So basically, yeah, Brittany don't like Ty, and Kiki feels like, he's too busy trying to be out there and, be with the homeboys and entertain rather than, entertain Brittany. But it won't matter because she already said, my issue is mental and they're not connecting mentally. But I just don't think she likes the man. And that could be mental.
I just don't think she likes him either. And I think that it's disingenuous when she was like, you're spending time with the other people. You're not even spending time with me. I mean, I hate to go back a couple of episodes, but I feel like in my mind, but did you give him, did you make him feel like he will want to spend time with you. Like when he came over to you to talk to you, did y'all have a conversation? Were you rude to him? Were you stank to him? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I can understand why he went and found conversation with other people too. If you was giving him one word answers and a stank attitude, like, I mean, what came first? You know what I'm saying? It's like a chicken and the egg thing. What came first?
You know what though, really be? I feel like when we like going back a couple episodes, like now we can see that there's really no connection, right? But I feel like when we were watching it a couple episodes ago, I felt like there was. I felt like they was always cooking together. Like they was, you know what I'm saying? I felt like, I won't say a connection, but I felt like they was vibing. And now it's just like.
I think ever since that incident at the pool, and this is what in my opinion, I think things flipped when that pool incident happened. But
they were already in a bad spot when that pool incident happened. Remember, they already weren't.
Well, because she was mad because he wasn't up her butt. But before then, when they were cooking, to Nels's point, when we saw them cooking together and everything looked cute, and then when the pool incident went down, and to your point, they did have a little like back and forth before that. But that I think that really solidified for her, like, I am not interested whatsoever in this man. But to that point,
I agree with LC Charmed. I think she stopped liking Ty when she made that comment about how he's never serious and he's always on joke time. I think it was already starting there. I think her disinterest started.
But I think
starting
that was
already.
After the pool. I think that was after the pool.
No, that was like the second episode. She was like, he always on joke time. I mean, it's cool and everything, but does he take anything seriously? Like that was like episode 2.
Oh,
she didn't mention that.
I knew then. I was like, oh, she's not feeling. I said, oh, she not feeling him because she was like, he's always goofy. She said that.
Yeah, she did. I'm just debating. I don't know what, like you said, whether the chicken or the egg. I don't know which came first. I love what Xavier said because I absolutely agree. And I was having this conversation with my sister-in-law when I was watching it with her. These people think they're on a paid vacation and they really playing in our face. Okay. JB said, why did the best?
She told y'all she was on vacation, child.
Okay, right. Kiki told us what it was. And not even that, but I sent Nels a video and we'll get into it later. But even with Tati, when Clay was like, I'm not about to sit here and play with you. Like, if you're not going to be serious and take this seriously. Now, I didn't like that because you were in the wrong. But at the same time, if you're not going to be here and be serious and you just trying to stay here for a free vacation, nah, bitch, I'm gone.
Because you want me to get over it immediately?
No,
I get that part was wrong.
I disagree. Go ahead.
No, I get that part was wrong, but even when there's a video of her online where she says, "Oh, I wasn't gonna because people are calling me stupid and da da da," and she was like, "I wasn't gonna go home and mess up my bag. I was trying to stay to the end. Da da da. I didn't care. Whatever."
Okay. And you played in my face,
right? That's not about being a paid vacation.
You did what you did, so yeah, I'm gonna stay here and get my bag.
Right?
So now they get paid. Now I'm gonna get paid off of it.
Right, they get paid per episode. So what she was saying was, why not stay to the end? Yeah, I wanted to stay to at that point. No, I wasn't interested in him anymore, or we were where I ain't gonna say that, but we were where we were. But yeah, right. Why not stay to the end and get all my money? Yeah, I understood that. For this long. But I don't think in the moment what she was saying was, I think that. I mean, I know we're skipping ahead, so
it don't matter, girl. It ain't in no order.
But I really think he was being a petulant child. He's one of those people that feels like once he apologizes, everything is supposed to be good. And you apologize and you didn't understand why she still had an attitude. Like you got to understand that he hit her, not you, but I mean people. He hit her with 2 whammies because he slid the baby thing in there while she was already mad. And even though in the moment she was like, I don't even care about that baby, she did. But on the forefront of her mind was processing, still dealing with the best friend of it. Yeah, and I think by that time she had time to think about it, and she had time to be like, "Wait a minute, did that nigga slide a baby into me?"
Exactly.
So yeah, you can't just be like, "Oh, well, I mean, if you're gonna have an attitude, if you're gonna this and you're gonna that," he's a child. He was being a child. You got to give her time to get over. Like, if they weren't in the same house and were forced to be around each other, she probably wouldn't be answering his phone calls right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like. Yeah, I didn't see it that way. I mean, but I didn't see it that way.
Well, LC said they only had 48 hours
to go. Right, like let's finish this up. Like, bro.
Look, so you wanted them to keep it playing in our face like Alexis and what's his name?
I didn't think she was no longer. They was no longer playing in her face. She was showing attitude. She was showing how she felt about what he told her.
Yeah, I don't feel like they were playing in our face. I felt like she was. I feel like, matter of fact, honestly, I feel like that's the realest. Because she was like, I still like you, and I still want to see if we can work through this, but you got to let me process. You got to give me a minute. So
okay, I
like
hear that.
Playing in our face. Now, who's playing in our face is the dude with Charlie. He's playing in our. He know he wasn't for Charlie.
Yes. Now he
let us know a long time ago he was playing in our face.
Exactly.
And ain't nothing changed.
Ravine said Brittany don't like him, and the crab legs aren't enough for her. Apparently crab legs, don't appeal to everybody like they do me. LC said Britt didn't like Ty from the beginning because he's goofy. Erica said yeah, because she did say something during the massage. That's when she said something. You're right. Pink Petal said Ty is lame and he acts like an old man. JB said technically they are on a paid vacation. I guess you could say that. Hey, Chef Don Don, welcome, boo.
Hey. What up, Don Don? Hey, boo.
Look, Pink Petal said she wanted a consolation prize. Okay, I get it. She wanted her full check. I just feel like
nothing wrong with it.
Because I just feel like at this point, Kiki and Brandon shouldn't be there. Alexis and I can't even remember is it Chris? They shouldn't be there. They playing in our face. That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, so we literally just all trying to make it to the end at this point because half these people should have been
48 hours to go. Absolutely. Let me get that check. Damn right.
But what about the love?
I told y'all from the beginning. Y'all can go back to the very first review. I said I don't believe none of these couples except for Cinco and Girl. And notice that's the couple we've had the least amount of drama out of. They had that one little hiccup. We've had the least amount of, I feel like production told them they had to do something. I feel like production was like, y'all getting along too well. We need something.
Right.
The only couple that I even believe is a real couple is a couple that's been the least problematic.
Right. I love what Tiffany had to say. That's what Charlie gets because I didn't like how she was laughing at Tati. We're going to get into that because you know what? God don't like ugly. Okay. The universe don't like ugly. Karma don't care. Okay. And you're going to find out real quick. You're going to be the one getting laughed at next week. Ravine said Tati knew before the show if other information is true. Oh, okay. J Diva, hey boo, welcome. No, they could have just been friendly for 48 more hours. She just gave up them drawers. Okay. So you feel like, he could at least pay me for my pain. Okay. I hear what you're saying. All right, now, you're going to get into the best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
So the best friend, Jamila, she gets there, ran and jumped in this man's arm and then wrapped the legs around this man. It became a whole big to-do, and I understand why. Okay.
And it's crazy because she didn't even see it.
What do I mean?
I'm just saying, I'm not saying I agree with Chris. I'm just saying that I would have, not saying I wouldn't have believed them, but I don't know if I would have went and addressed her and approached her the way that she did if I hadn't seen it myself.
Why? The whole house was laughing and joking about it, that it happened. And you think this girl gonna sit here and tell you the truth on her?
I don't know.
This girl that you just met, what? No, I would have definitely addressed it. I would have definitely addressed it. But then even after that, I felt like she was kind of hanging all over him, walking around the house. Like that was her man for real. Like
she was.
She was to meet his girl.
Now that I was bothered by.
She didn't see that either.
No, she was watching him at that point. Because she was like, she
did not see that girl hanging all over him.
Okay.
You didn't even see her. She didn't even see her walk through the house. She saw her when she went outside to address her. I think she was waiting for the girl, which would have been appropriate, was to come. Well, even what's his name? What's the boy name? The child.
Cavassier.
Yes, Clay. I can't say no. I'm not doing that. I think that she expected Clay to come into where she was sitting and introduce her as his best friend. Hey, this is my best friend Jamila. This is Tatiana. Whatever. He didn't do that. He didn't do that. Like that already.
He did introduce her though. He introduced her
to Tatiana.
Yes, he did. He did when she first after the hug. Tati was. They did it, but then they went outside.
Oh, after the look, I was seeing red already after the hug.
I told you this would have been Tati. It would have went.
No, I would have got kicked out. So basically, everybody in the house is laughing and joking, and this is another thing that pissed me off. And really, at Tati's expense, nobody thought to come tell this girl about what happened until Jay. I guess Jay finally decided. You know what? Well, no, Jay actually didn't even go to her. She asked Jay, what are they in there laughing about? And she was like, oh, girl, because, you know, she ran and jumped up on him and put her leg around him. She's like, what? So what she did was went to go address the girl, which I ain't see nothing wrong with that.
No, I guess, well, you're not in a relationship with her. You're in a relationship with him.
So I guess I do have a problem with her.
I'm not saying she didn't necessarily need to address her, but I think the first point of contact should have been Clay. You are the one I'm in a relationship with. You are the one that's supposed to respect me. This bitch don't owe me nothing. She don't know me.
No, I'm addressing y'all both. I'm addressing y'all both because you're here to meet me and you're being disrespectful as hell, jumping and hanging all over my man. And yes, I'm addressing my man too for allowing this shit to happen. So no, I'm addressing y'all both. And if we got a problem, guess what?
It seems like old girl got a lot more smoke than Clay did. I guess that was my only issue. The girl got way more smoke than Clay did while he's sitting there stupid, stuck. Don't know what.
She was the only one talking. I mean, she was the only one talking back. And
because she was just like, this is how we behave. This is how we behave.
I know that's right, Ravine. Don't mess with my man. What?
Yo, you and Ravine are terrible.
Listen, I think now if Clay would have said something bad, I think Clay knew better than to say anything. But I'm sure he would have got the smoke too. But I mean, homegirl wanted to talk. So really, she could have been like, I mean, don't talk to me, talk to your man. But apparently this is something that they do. This is something that they always have done. She said, and that's what she was trying to say. I've always given him a hug or whatever. And basically Tati was like, that really wasn't no hug. You jumped, you put your legs around him. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it would have pissed me off that you telling me that didn't happen after everybody seen it happen. That would have pissed me off even more, and I definitely would have flipped out even more.
Tiffany said she feels like both of them disrespected her. I'm sorry. Go ahead, babe.
What'd you say?
No, I was reading Tiffany's comment. She said she feels like both of them disrespected her.
They both did. Basically, huh?
No, I was just saying. I don't know. I'm just not one of those people that feel like I don't ever feel like I'm addressing the woman because the woman don't owe me nothing. I mean, if the woman is being rude, the woman's being rude, or the woman's being disrespectful, but I'm coming at him first. I'm not saying that I wouldn't have had something to say to her at some point, but he's the person that owes me. She don't owe me shit. Now, I feel like it was out of pocket?
Because you don't owe me,
she don't owe me shit. I'm coming at him first.
I agree with that, but just because you don't owe me and you not besties with me, don't mean you ain't gonna get the smoke.
No, I understand that, and I'm not saying that I wouldn't have eventually. I'm not saying that I wouldn't have said anything to her at all, but like Tree said, she was the one getting the smoke, and he was the one standing off to the side, like he ain't do nothing, and he's the one that should have been like, "Yo, no, you know, like he didn't have to hug her like that. He ran up to her just like she ran up to him. He had his arms open, like
because apparently that's something that they do."
Right, that's how they. Right, that is how they. Right. So again, that was on him to be like, nah. We ain't gonna do. We can't do what we normally do. You know what I'm saying? That's on him.
Xavier said, "Nah, you gotta address them both, because then he can't come back and say she keeps touching me." I don't know. Yeah, Tati had more smoke for the corn girl. Absolutely.
Corn girl.
The reason she got the smoke because she was doing the most. Okay, Raven, what are you nails on? There's nothing you buck this Sunday.
Remember Raven from New York too, okay?
Yeah, y'all New Yorkers, y'all a little rough. Okay? Always ain't today. Be respectful. Okay, y'all ain't playing. And hey, Lock Queen, I meant to shout you out. Hey, boo. Well, the best friend's still lying, saying she wasn't doing too much. Now, when we get to the phone call, we can get into that because I do think the best friend she did too much. She did,
but again, I say Clay was the one that was supposed to check that.
Yep. Yep.
Like I feel what y'all saying, but my thing is when you're that mad in that situation, you're not worried about who's saying what, who's calm, who's chill. Like you're seeing red. You're pissed the hell off, and you know that these two people was involved, and you're being pissed off. So you're addressing both of them.
So I disagree with that. I think that, and I don't want you to be offended when I use the term I'm getting ready to use. That's where emotional intelligence comes into play. I am angry.
Go out the window. Hell no, out the window.
But that's what I'm saying. For me, I can control that. Now, again, the phone call, different conversation.
But I feel like the phone call was just an extension of what happened in the house
because he allowed it to happen. Because he allowed it to happen.
I think
that's what I'm saying. You address him because he's the one allowing the disrespect. He's agree.
Allowing it, but she came in with it. She came in disrespectful, and I feel like she was kind of testing the waters to see how much disrespect she can do.
Right, and it's up to him to check it. It's up to him to check that.
I was going to say, to add to that, I understand what you're saying, Nels, but the problem is she can't be disrespectful if he doesn't allow that. Just like your man can't cheat, or a woman can't make him cheat unless he allows it. It takes two. So I think what really B is saying, I think where I kind of how I see the perspective, really it falls on him. I'm not saying she's completely innocent, but it really does fall on him because he's the one that's in the relationship with her. He's the one that should have put that barrier up. And honestly, he probably shouldn't have invited her, point blank, period. Mm-hmm. So it to me, it all falls on Clay for the most part. And she's just, unfortunately, because he's a liar and she gets the backlash from everything else that he's done. And I'm not saying, like I said, I understand being in the moment and you being hot and whatever the case may be, but all that energy should have went towards Clay.
Yeah, no. For me,
I agree, Pink Petals. Clay wanted that. Clay was loving that. Clay was loving it. That's what he would have got. Let me say this to Nell's point, and I understand what you're saying, Nels, but to Nell's point, if I addressed him and she was over there yapping, now me and you got a problem. You understand what I'm saying? Now me and you got a problem, because if I'm addressing my man and I'm telling my man that I felt disrespected, now you stay over there and be quiet. This ain't your conversation. Now, the way she did on that phone where she started yapping and he didn't have nothing to say, that was an extension of him allowing it to happen the first time. He was supposed to check that. Now, if she kept doing it, and I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying that I wouldn't have had a conversation with her at all, but my first line of contact would have been him. Now, I ain't saying she off the hook, and I'm not saying she was right. I'm not even saying that she didn't come in there on some bullshit. Absolutely she did. But again, he's supposed to hit her with the and he didn't do that.
Right.
But I agree with Pink Petals. He got what he wanted. He wanted that reaction because he's a child. Because he is a child.
And to your point, really, B, I think that clearly they're so used to doing this, because I love when she said, well, if she's this upset by me giving you a hug, she would be really upset about other stuff. And I was like, well, what is the other stuff?
That they just slept together.
Right. So it was his job. He brought her up in there, caused some scene, drama, and whatever else. I'm sorry. Clay is the person at fault. Dollface has a difference of opinion, so I wanted to shout her out. She says she didn't wrap her legs around him, but Clay picked her up, so she needs to address him. And then she said, well, sometimes as a friend, you don't think about those things. And I was trying to think about that, because I know if I ain't seen my friends in a long time and I'm super excited, but the wrapping of the legs, especially if I'm coming to your house and your wife is there or your girlfriend is there, and maybe when we see each other just as soon as like, hey, bestie, cool. But I would never be as disrespectful to come into a place where I know your significant other is and do that. That's just my opinion. But hey, Ravine said the best friend was worse in person. Kenya said I would have addressed him first and see that boundary. Pink Petals was right. He wanted the reaction. The best friend definitely shouldn't have been there from the jump. Right. Did anyone see the best friend's interview? Oh, we got an interview.
She did an interview with Kamisha.
Oh, she did. Okay, I gotta go check that out. I didn't see it. I would be interested to see her take on it. I think him and the friend had more going on before. That's why he's so skeptical to speak up. Yeah, he didn't want to mess that up. I agree with that. He didn't want to piss. He didn't want either one of them to be pissed off. Outspoken diva. Hey guys, oh goody, y'all are still on Tati, the reality show grifter. Clay and his adult entertainment acting best friend that plays his ex-girlfriend on other shows. Whoa, okay. All right, outspoken diva. His ego was getting stroked with her going at the bestie. I think she was alluding to the mother of his child. Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
what I thought too. That's what I thought.
Honestly, the entire situation gives threesome grooming. Does Clay not have any male friends? Chef Don said, I love this debate. And he said, oh, go ahead, baby.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. My bad. Go ahead. You were reading the comments.
Oh, I was just, Chef Don said, I love this debate of opinions, clean, and I can agree with a bit of everyone. Well, thank you. That's what we try to do over here, Chef Don. You know, exactly. We don't always got to agree, but we tussle. We tussle a little bit. JB, oh, go ahead, baby. Go ahead. Before I even read this comment, go ahead.
No, what I was gonna say was I did see where online one of Clay's ex-girlfriends said that he lied about a whole nother baby, that she literally just had a baby by him 4 months ago. So the show was filmed a while ago. So she didn't tell him about that baby either. And he used that same line on her that he used on Tati. I didn't know how to tell you. So
well, it gives me the vibe that he's just an F-boy. And this is what he does. And he's very immature. And instead of addressing what's in front of him, he tries to love bomb you. And, it gives me a real unattractive Ralph vibe. You know what I mean? Real unattractive. And we know how Ralph just makes Nail sick to her stomach. So, look, JB said my best friend would never do that. We do give bear hugs, but that's it. Auntie Kim said, I'm not addressing a woman. My man, he's the one I have the problem with. Ashira said, girl, her and Clay went on another dating show. What? Ashira. And they are exes. Okay, so y'all. So they was playing in our face the whole time, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Y'all. Dollface said, I have a male best friend and we talk about crazy stuff. We have not slept together. It's just our relationship, but I'm respectful. Right. But you understand that when you are in that, I've had a best friend, we talk about crazy stuff too. But no, when we around me and my man, and we're not about to be disrespectful. Ravine said, Clay is a dog under the ground. Yes, he is. He's immature. LC Charm said, Clay wanted to look good for the same reason why he told the fellows the BFF's profession. Okay. He's exactly an F-boy. Absolutely. Clay is a mess. Doo-doo. Ravine, Chef Don said he's a mess for sure. And Kenya said, as a friend, you know your position, especially how to stay respectful of your best friend while they're in a relationship with someone. And that's why I feel like, and y'all may disagree, but I feel like that's why it becomes a problem when other people have friends of the opposite sex, because they may not know how to temper that when they get around the other person's partner, and it makes them uncomfortable. And so now all of a sudden they have a problem with you being around their person. Just my opinion.
Yeah, because I have male best friends, and I have some that are single, some that are married. And honestly, there have been situations where some of the people, it's been the one that was married never had an issue with the wife.
Right.
When they first started dating, the wife was kind of like, well, at the time she was his girlfriend. When they first started dating, she was just kind of like, who are you? Why are you always around? But the more she realized I wasn't a threat, I ain't want her man, we were good. We were good. But of course, in the beginning, but again, I had to be not had to, because me and him never had no thing, but I was always respectful of their situation. You know what I'm saying? So she realized, oh, okay, she ain't really a threat, Now, the one that's dating, there have been times when the women he was dating was kind of side-eyeing, like, you sure y'all just friends? But again, I never did anything, and he never did anything to make them feel that way. That was their own situation. But we definitely didn't bear hug each other and lay on each other on the couch, and we didn't do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to, it's when you have a friend of the opposite sex, it is in my opinion, it's your job to make that person feel comfortable in that relationship. Absolutely. Because if not, you just setting yourself up for a whole bunch of bullshit going down the road. Now, again, this is a TV show, and I think they was on the bullshit. But if it was a real situation, you have to set up that, and you have to let your partner feel safe and feel secure in that situation.
I couldn't agree more, really, B. I think that was very well said. Ravine said, when my male best friend is in a relationship, we barely speak unless necessary. LC said, Clay and Sex Worker were on the show 5 years ago. On a different show, because this show went on 5 years ago. But I hear what you're saying, boo. Can you tell me the show? I would love to go look that up.
Yeah, I saw a clip. I saw a clip. It wasn't a TV show. What I saw was a clip of like one of those, like Complex magazine or whatever. They do these clips where they were like people who have dated their exes or something. It was something like that. And he was one of the people. But if it was an actual full-blown dating show, yeah, I want to know the name of that.
Yeah, because I want to see the whole thing play out. LC Trumps, I have a male best friend throughout the years. We always stay in our lanes and we're respectful. Yeah, I mean, you got to be, because if not, either you gonna get kicked to the curb or the girlfriend, the significant other. But it can't work. It both can't, and that's I will agree with Charlie with what she said to Jared. Ain't no way this is gonna work now because she don't see it for this best friend. So they were done after that period, because there's no way, unless he's willing to give up the best friend, they weren't going to work regardless, because there's no way them two ladies were going to be able to move
especially
past.
After that phone call, the level of disrespect in the phone call. Nah.
Look, apparently the best friend is supposedly his big sister. I don't believe that, because it's not true. You don't have to believe it because it's not true. Right?
Because it's not true.
Nels, do you have anything else? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Let me see.
She almost threw a drink in the girl's face, or she threatened to throw a drink in her face instead of throwing it on him.
A drink in the girl's face. Jamila tells him, I've never seen anybody that you dated so barbaric. And
now that
see, and look, see, if she'd have put hands on both of them, guess what? The girl wouldn't have been able to talk like that. But she said that she doesn't want his daughter to be influenced by that type of behavior. So Clay tells her, you know what, I think it's time for you to go. Give Tati some time to calm down. And in the house, Tati said basically no man of mine is going to be doing nothing like that. And she said it made her feel triggered. So she said once again, she's the last one to find out that he's out here acting up. And Tati was just, in the house, just kind of brewing, just getting more and more pissed off. He's like, she's like, basically he sees I'm upset, but he's still outside with her, and still basically comforting her. I ain't even come to check up on me. So even the guys told him that he was dead ass wrong. And with the whole situation, and what that exactly.
No, JB.
JB, do not encourage her.
Do not, JB. You don't know what you started.
I didn't need the encouragement.
Between her and Ravine, they'll go jump that girl. Don't do that.
Okay, do not encourage her. Do not encourage her.
Ride her past your house. Okay. So then basically, he does finally go to talk to her. He apologizes and then says, the flowers I got you. Well, she's the one that told me to get them for you.
Wow. I'm with her. Like, sir, don't bring her name up. Don't bring her name up. Why are you talking about this woman?
Child, I just don't take too kindly to disrespect. And when I tell you, I would have just felt disrespected by both of them. I'm telling you, both of them would have got it. So basically, she's like, you know what? Don't talk to me about this girl. I don't want to hear nothing about her. Then he slides in there, like Really B said, that he got a baby. So she's like, I'm so pissed off about this situation. I don't even care about the whole baby situation. Then her mom gets there. She immediately breaks down in her arms. And, I thought that was kind of sad because her mom seemed super happy to see her, and she's in tears.
Baby, the way she broke down in her mama's arms, I felt that.
Yeah, that was sad. So she sat down. Basically, she told her mom everything. She sat down, introduced Clay to her. He apologized for upsetting Tati, and then excused himself because Tati was like, "I want to spend time with my mom." Right. And then her mom got really emotional because, she said that she just wants her to be happy. She wants the best for her. But, she reassured her mom that she was okay. She was just mad. And, she got tired of some bitch trying to try her in the face, basically. And her mom said that she just basically she asked her mom for advice and what she should do. She was like, girl, you here, just have a good time. And really, I think that's what she was doing, taking her mom's advice, having a good time, and getting that last paycheck.
Well, I actually love, and I wanted to throw this comment up, Chef Don Don. I love this from a different perspective. So he said I'm gay. So ain't none of my women BFFs checking for me like that. So this one ain't for me. But when it comes to my male best friends, whoever he talking to, it was us first. Okay. So I guess it would, and then JB agreed and said, yeah, I will say some men still have issues with gay male best friends. Okay. So I like that y'all gave us that perspective. Raven said it is the casual mention about the baby. Will Clay ever stop being an F-boy? No, baby. He won't.
No, because that's all he know how to be is an F-boy.
And so then
he was like, well, let me just slide this in here now. She already mad at me. I might as well just get a 2 for 1.
Exactly.
Which is another reason why, in his mind, okay, why you still mad? Like, why we can't just, we ain't over, we went to therapy. You still mad? Like, bruh.
Yeah, he was annoying me.
Okay, so then let
me show you what happens when I get over it quick. Okay, that's what you want. You want me to get over it quick?
Okay, so it was Ravine. I was trying to find her comment. Yes, let's get into Charlie and Jared. She about to get hers on Friday. So we see Jared and Charlie, and they talking about the whole situation and what went down and how, Tati isn't even concerned about the baby at this point. And Jared admits, so then she's like, they talk about the whole best friend dynamic and how basically it's not going to work because now they don't see it for each other. And so as they sit here talking, Jared reveals that he's been married once. He was married, I think, for 3 years, and he said it was too much work and he ain't have it to do. And that's what I got from that. And so we clearly know that I think this was like the little nugget that they were giving us. If you thought that he was really going to be with Charlie, they let us know that, no, that's not really going to happen. But I never thought he was going to be with her for real. So to me, this was just reaffirming that, yeah, he about to break up with this girl and leave. Or at least wait to the last day and then say, yeah, we ain't gonna be together.
He already told us when he found out. First of all, I think he was already feeling like that way when he got there. I think whatever reason that kept them away from each other all these years, and them never. He said from the beginning he ain't worked this hard not to get a little piece. Once he got his boom boom, he was good. Mm-hmm. He never had any intention of leaving with that woman at all.
Mm-mm.
I think his black queen. The baby just added to it, but I think whether she'd had a baby or not, because again, I'm not convinced that he didn't know about that damn baby. Like, you're not gonna convince me he didn't know about that baby.
Well, he was just, he wanted to go up there and meet his black queen. What you gonna say? He said it. I didn't. He called her a black queen. I'm just repeating. Ashira said,
I mean, she's black, but I'm just saying. He don't.
That ain't his black queen.
So Ashira said, I honestly think Clay bought that best friend purposely because he was nervous and ready to go. Okay, I like that insight. Xavier said, so are Jared's kids with his wife, and was he married while talking to Charlie? Because that's a good point. Because they've been together for 4 years, supposedly, even though we don't, y'all know we don't believe in that mess over here. Anything at over 6 months is a pen pal, but they keep trying to convince us. Yeah, Jared just wanted some sex and some money. Okay. Monique said he's an F-boy here in Columbia, South Carolina. Oh, yeah, he is from South Carolina. You right. And unfortunately, I've had my run-in with a South Carolina F-boy, so I know that it might have made some truth to it. I think he was from Columbia,
Monique,
too.
You know him? Do you know him? You say he, like, do you know? You saying
no?
That like
I don't know Jared. I'm just saying that I know.
I'm talking about Monique. Are you saying Monique? You know him? She said like he's an F-boy here in Columbia. So I'm saying, do you know him? Your people know him? Have you had run-ins with like? Let us know, girl.
Really be like, slide in my DMs. Like, give me the dirt.
I mean, inquiring minds want to know.
LC said Jared is divorced. Okay, thank you for clearing that up, baby. Outspoken Diva said, I wish Tati would go talk to Dr. Allie separately so we could have got her opinion on the baby reveal on the show. Right. the one thing that I didn't like, and I guess maybe because that's another thing. Like, yes, the whole best friend was a big thing, but I feel like obviously the baby is more of a disrespect, because if we've been together for 8 months and you have a 2-month-old, that means you were never faithful to me. Never. From the time we started till you were never faithful to me. So
and I don't know. I don't understand how hard it is to tell somebody you have a child. Like to me, I would have a bigger issue with a man that denies his child than anything else. Like, you have a whole child and you're not proud enough of your child to be like, yep, I have a 2-month-old, but things between me and the mom were rocky almost from the start. So, we co-parenting, but that's about it. Because again, of course, the next natural question is going to be, what's up with you and the mom? So my thing is, I just, somebody that can deny a child, I don't want to have nothing. I don't care why. I don't care what your reason was for not telling me. That means that from the very first conversation you had with her, you lied to her. Because I'm pretty sure in y'all very first conversation, how many kids? Like, that's just a normal, right. When you first meet somebody, that is a normal conversation.
I agree. And to your point, I think it's disgusting when people deny their kids. But when you were saying it the whole time, I was thinking about Charlie, and I said, well, we really need to be disgusted with her, because I still can't get over that. How she got a whole baby at home that's still on the teat, and she here.
We did. We talked about that when it first happened, because I don't understand none of that.
Right. Candy said
she ain't just lied about one. She lied about 4.
4.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that.
And I don't know how he didn't hear the 4 kids in any interaction in over 4 years.
That's why I said I'm wondering if she has custody. I'm wondering if she has custody of those kids.
Well, she claims she got that big ass house. So Candy Loves TV said, I tried to find him. I'm in Colombia. Okay, y'all Colombia folks, keep us abreast. Outspoken said, I don't even think about Jared being married while talking to Charlie. Interesting. Yeah. Monique said Colombia is very small. Everybody knows everybody, and he got many bodies. Okay. Ooh. I mean, I can kind of believe that, especially because he walks around with this idea that he thinks he's like Jamie Foxx. So I can understand why I could see him walking around a small town just collecting bodies, because he's convinced, or females are convinced, that he looks like some type of laid off Jamie Foxx.
Lied to him. Listen, they lied. They all
lied. Raven said, never ever faithful. Right. Xavier said, it's a different world, really, B. A lot of people prefer you keep the child at a distance. It prevents baby mama, baby daddy issues. Okay.
What does that have to No. What does that have to do with you? What does that have to do with you claiming your child? That you saying, first of all, I don't even understand what you just said. People prefer you keep the child at a distance. I don't even understand what that means. But what does that have to do with you not acknowledging your child? Mm-hmm. You not acknowledging your child has nothing to do with you allowing you to meet my child. Because I do agree. I don't think that every person you date should meet your children. I agree with that. But what does that have to do with you saying, yes, I have a child? Like that's two different. I don't understand what you're saying on that one, Xavier. That don't make no sense to me.
Oh. All right. Monique said, I'm not one of them. I'm 49 years old. He is not in my league. And girl, I'm proud of you. Don't get caught up in it. Don't get caught up in the laid off Jamie Foxx. Ashira said, I think she lied about 3. He knew about her oldest, who was 12. Okay. So yeah, she lied about 3. It's still bad, Ashira. It's still real bad. Candy said, do tell, Monique. Yeah, we want the scoop. Tiffany said he knew about the 1, but I don't think the 2 middle children lived with Charlie. Okay, so y'all think that they don't live with her.
Right, said, right. That's what I'm saying. He knew about the 1, but he didn't know about the other 3. That's 4 kids, right? Am I math wrong? She has 4 kids altogether. She got 5 kids altogether.
No, she got 4.
Okay, all right, I got it. Okay.
Let's not put another baby on her. Let's not put another baby on her. My
bad.
See, go to say, I love how y'all suspend disbelief to entertain ourselves, or how we all suspend disbelief to entertain ourselves. There aren't much less ridiculous. No, these aren't much less ridiculous than soap operas. Yeah, agree. Ashira, I'm not gonna lie. I just knew Jared was bisexual, so him getting all these women is wild. Wow. Well, Tiffany said, how can you keep them at a distance if you're in a relationship? I can understand both parts. I do know people are like, yeah, I'm gonna date this person, but they not going, like Really B said, they don't meet your kids. But to not mention that they even exist, I do think that there is an issue with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that again, because I'm not one of those people that feel like every person you date needs to meet your children, but they know that they exist. Like the fuck,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just
because then it's like if you get deeper into the relationship and you get close, then you have a Charlie moment. Surprise, surprise! I got three other kids.
Like that's crazy to me. That's just
that's insane. So then we see Tati. She had done written out "F you" in the roses.
That he got. I thought that was hilarious. I thought that was hilarious.
And that is when Jared decided to leave because he was embarrassed.
Yeah, I said creative. That was creative.
It was. So when Clay goes to apologize, she's like, you know what? I want you to call Jamila and put your foot on. Well, I'm gonna say put your foot down, okay?
I thought you said put your foot on her neck. I was
gonna say that, but
absolutely.
And so she's like, well, basically, we can't move forward. So he calls Jamila and he said, look, he don't really say much of anything, but he say what happened wasn't cool. And she's like, no, tell her that. And I was like, well, let him talk to her. And she was like, no, because you're not saying nothing. So I gotta speak up. I gotta have my own back. Now he wasn't saying much of anything. I will say that. However, I ain't even gonna hold you. Then old girl, when she was like, I don't really see the problem. I just gave you a hug. And then she goes into how her Tati's pay grade is lower than hers and how she was drinking wine out of a champagne flute. And I ain't gonna hold you. Nels will tell you, I got my different glasses. If you come up in here trying to drink champagne in a wine glass, I will talk about you. Okay? I have the appropriate glass for the appropriate drink. Do not do that. Okay? I don't even like wine in red Solo cups. Okay? It's just not meant for that. It's classy base. Okay? But anyway,
go get my champagne and put in my styrofoam cup.
You're terrible. And so then she feels like, it's just a debacle at that point. And they don't really get nothing solved. And so they decide they're gonna go to therapy with Dr. Allie, so she can find out why he lies like he does. Anybody else have anything to add to that scene?
And it was some BS, and that was it.
Okay. Lauren Bishop said, I'm with you, Really B. No matter which way your kids got here, if they're yours, they're yours. Even if you got 10 kids, you claim all of them. You wasn't ashamed when you were making them. Woo! Give us a good word on a Sunday, Lauren.
Let's say it to the people in the back.
Where's Don when we need him to close the doors?
Okay.
Close the doors. Okay.
Because that was a good one right there. That was a good one right there.
Xavier said it doesn't make sense, but people do it. They think if you acknowledge a child, that means you have to be responsible for it, and that will serve as a distraction to the relationship. It's foul for sure. Okay, so that's Xavier tried to clear it up. I appreciate it.
I still don't understand. But go ahead.
You and Xavier just like to tussle. Y'all do.
No, I just don't. Because when he said that's what people do these days, I always feel like that's a dig at my age. So I'm like, what you mean? Like that's what people do these days. Like, what you trying to say?
You are so funny. Outspoken Diva said the F you with the roses was the best reaction, and it gave me hope that Tati was going to address everything with Clay. Right. Monique said, I think he came on to get more women, and I believe she came on to provoke. Okay. Ravine said she couldn't explain why she was so nasty to Tati in the interview. The best friend is so whack. Okay, so she didn't even say nothing about that. But hear me out.
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna play advocate, and I know y'all don't like it.
Let me go get my champagne and pour it in my styrofoam.
I can't. You know she's doing this to upset me, right? She knows that makes my skin itch. But anyway, so here's my thing about that. I do not think that it was okay or right. However, remember, she said the first interaction, she sat there and took all that from Tati and really didn't say much aside from we always hug. So yes, when you call back the next time, and clearly because she was scared, because she was like, oh, you about to assault me? So we know she don't want to fight, right? But yeah, once she's on the other end of a phone and Tati can't get to her, oh yeah, all that shit you was saying in my face, yeah, I got some smoke for you. Now, is it Is it corny because now you over a phone and you not in my face? Yes. However, you can't disrespect somebody and then tell them how mad to get. And Tati disrespected her first. I'm sorry. Because again, Clay, it was Clay's duty.
No, I
to respect her, not old girl.
Just because Clay was the one that's supposed to address it doesn't mean that she didn't disrespect her first.
I can't say that she did disrespect. If that's what they always do, she doesn't see it as disrespectful. That's the thing.
They always do it because they were working before.
Well, what I'm saying is, if he hasn't told her that it's disrespectful, why would she think that it's disrespectful? If they've been doing that.
Truth. It's not disrespectful to a man that I'm hunching on. But if I'm here to meet your woman and you're supposed to be my little brother, that's the thing. I'm wrapping on my little brother and wrapping my legs around him.
Right. But I'm just saying, you're saying she disrespected her, and I think you're giving her way too much smoke.
I feel like she walked in there on some bullshit.
I guess. Okay. What? Okay. Oh, the styrofoam made me. Yeah, she does it to get under my skin, y'all. Ashira said, I'm not mad at Tati's reaction, not a bit. She went out strong. She comes all soft and meek, but she really is built for it tough. Okay. F-150. Chef Don, shit. Give me a red cup with my wine and champagne. Okay. Y'all just JB says this would have been the point, sis. Would have got blessed out in my southern voice. Okay. Sorry to promote her videos. Ravine said, I drink in any glass with anything in it. That y'all are so funny. Y'all need me to get y'all some glasses. They got them in Ross, Marshalls. I'll buy you a whole set. Don't do that. Y'all do know there's a difference between a red wine glass and a white wine glass, right?
Girl, ain't nobody trying to do no dishes. We just trying to have our drink.
I'm just saying. Not at your age, just a dig at my generation's foolery. Okay, look, okay, see, Xavier love you. Ravine said my red cup has.
I love him too. Y'all know I love Xavier. I know that.
Ravine said my red cup has anything and everything in it. Y'all are so funny, very corny, like 1980s corny. Yes. Melly said to deny your children is of low character. Absolutely, right. Kenya Clay has to set the boundary.
But that does not mean that she didn't walk in on disrespect, is my point.
I understand two things can be true at the same time. I got it.
Look, Pink Petal says she knew what she was doing. Okay, y'all feel like no. A woman knows when she's disrespectful. You Raven, can you get out of Chanel's corner for 5 seconds? Thank you. Okay. You've been over there co-signing for every car. Light bill, apartment, stop co-signing. Okay, your credit gonna be bad in a few minutes. Okay.
Ravine said, I got nails on this one.
Okay, the best friend is no lady, and she deserves a smoke. Okay. Tiffany said she a grown woman, and she knew. Okay, y'all really going up. Y'all said nah, ain't no advocate over here. Okay, I see you. This is all I'm gonna say about the glass. This is all I'm gonna say about the glass conversation. When I was over at Teresa's house, I don't remember getting offered no whiskey glass because they got their own. Well, no, because at that point I did have like plastic glasses because I had a whole bunch of people. But normally,
I need my fan right now.
Don't do that. But guess what? I got a whiskey glass, plenty of them.
You ain't offering though. You wasn't offering.
Well, because we all had the same glass. It went with the decor.
I've been over your house other times, Trees.
Oh, you offering Ross?
Don't do that because she ain't drink when she was over here. Don't do that. Right. See, she playing because she know I got it in my cabinet. She said, girl, give me a glass. I even had a little ice balls ready for her and everything. I got a whole little torch set. Don't play with me. I'm serious about my drinks over here. Okay. Elsie said that ex-girlfriend said that it's her job to let any girlfriend know she is the top one. Well, then that would be disrespectful. Okay.
Then she did walk in on disrespect. Exactly.
Melly says she wouldn't want a woman jumping on her man. She not stupid or naive. Okay. All right. See, Golden said, I know the differences, but sometimes you just got to use what you got. Monique says, supposedly they are all on a group chat together, so they all know about one another. And he was on the show before. How she didn't know that they were boyfriend. So how didn't Tati know that they were boyfriend and girlfriend in the past?
Women, who's all in the group chat together? The people on the show?
I guess that's what she's saying. Look, who wants to do dishes, Raven? Your car about to get declined over here. Chef said, girl,
not over here.
Chef Dada said, girl, I cooks and I ain't doing no dishes. Red cup it is. Well, yes, if it's a large gathering, yes, see, I'm all about the red cups.
But if it's intimate, going on a cruise with us. So see, Tree, see, y'all missing out by not going on the cruise.
When is the cruise again? Oh, when's the cruise in February, right?
Yeah, you can't go because of y'all can't go because I got other trips that y'all got to take care of.
You don't know. Teresa's trip time.
Right. Melly said she knew what she was doing and she was trying to push a boundary. JB said, now, if I'm at your crib and you give me a whatever glass, my crib, you getting whatever I got. I ain't wash out the dishes. If you're drinking red wine, I can't give you. Y'all just got to understand it's levels to this. I'm glad that y'all are having laughs at my expense, okay? But I am very serious about that, all right? I can't with y'all.
You give me a whatever glass.
Look, see, Golden said, what was your whiskey glass? Don't do that. Look, girl, we don't care. I drink out of old carry-out cups. Yeah. I can't. I ain't gonna do this with y'all. I'm about to get off here. Y'all living like wrong. Y'all living like wrong. Y'all out here treating y'all libations wrong. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Monique said, y'all gonna make you go get a drink. And I just woke up about an hour ago. Well, it's past 12 o'clock somewhere, baby.
I'm gonna say it's 5 o'clock somewhere. You better go on to get it. You better go on
Laura
to get
Bishop
it.
said, be nice, guys. I always put my red Solo cups on a coaster on top of a folded It's the pinnacle of class. I just tell you, Lauren. Melly said, I got whiskey glasses and still drink out red Solo cups. You just don't feel like doing dishes. I think it's the type of gathering, right? Monique said, yeah, they were both on the show together before. Raven said, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, y'all know I was invited over Teresa's house today, so y'all know she gonna make. If I go over there, y'all know she gonna make it her business.
Make it her business. She brought it up.
Yeah, because it's a small gathering. I'm gonna make sure the dishwasher is empty, so I ain't even gotta worry about washing them. And yeah, I'm gonna have your nice whiskey glass. Nell's gonna have her champagne flute, and I'm gonna have my wine glass for my white wine. Because again, there's two different. Red wine goes in goblets, people. Let me goblets, not regular wine glasses. Let me just say that. Okay. Now, C. Golden said, basically, he's calling us uncultured. I'm just saying, y'all. Treating libations wrong. I understand. I'm telling you. And look, it's so funny. It's so many other things I don't care about, but I do care about what type of glass I drink out of.
We need pictures of proof.
So MC Charles said, let him know. Right. There's a reason for each glass. Each is to maximize the taste.
And it's the decoration. Ain't nobody trying to do no damn this shit.
Right. Thank you, LC. We see each other. Look, Candy said, y'all showing out bad. I know. We ain't even halfway damn near done. We almost done. Andrew said, child, if you reach for anything other than a red Solo cup, I'm handing you that dish rag and that Dawn. I'd rather sling these dishes in the backyard than the wash.
Not everything is a Stanley cup. Not the Stanley cup.
Well, you know what? I ain't even gonna hold you, BK. At least they probably stay cold the whole day, right? If you got your beverage in the Stanley cup.
Oh my goodness.
Maximize. It all tastes the same going down, Raven. Raven. Y'all on one today. But anyway, so then we see
going down though, but go ahead.
Look, that reminds me of my grandfather, and I'd be like, why do you eat your food all together? He'd be like, it all going down to the same place. Why you so he just mixed the mashed potatoes with the chicken and the cornbread, and I'd be like, oh my God, I need some space, some separation between my food. Now y'all gonna tell me I'm bougie for that, right?
I don't know. The mashed potatoes and the chicken.
Hey, wait, I do that with my food too. I do the same thing with my food.
What, you just eat it all together?
No, my food. I don't like my food. I don't like my food to touch.
Yeah, me either. I don't like my food to touch.
No, I might purposely, like, the chicken and the mashed potatoes sound good. I might purposely pick my chicken up and dip it in my mashed potatoes.
Okay. That's different. That's different. So then we go to therapy with Dr. Allie. Oh no, I'm sorry. We had Ty and Brittany, and he took her to the house. And he trying to be a romantic, and Brittany
just really trying it. I felt
he did try
because he was really trying.
He was, and I don't have this much for the scenes because I said she don't like him, and she admits the connection is much different than it was over the phone. That's all I got. Y'all got anything to add to that?
I don't know, but that clip that they showed us with them talking on the phone, he looked the exact. It sounded like he's the exact same to me. He was a jokester. He was being silly. Like, I didn't see any different of him on the phone. I mean, I know that's only one clip, but still, like, it looked like he was the same person.
Right. I agree. I think so too. Candy said, I'm over here Googling these doggone glasses.
No, girl. I'm on the Googler.
Yeah, go look them up, girl. I'm telling you, it's really a different glass for most drinks. I say if you're doing like something on the rocks, you can usually use the same like whiskey glass or whatever. But yeah, when it comes to wines and champagne, totally different glasses. I know it sounds crazy. Ravine says she need her food separated. Okay, thank you for once. For once, we're disagreeing with Nels today. Okay.
I like my food separate. I'm saying I might like if I like greens and my cornbread, I'll take a piece of my cornbread and scoop my greens and eat them together. I don't want them to touch.
Ooh, soggy cornbread. Soggy cornbread.
It ain't soggy because they're not together.
But if you put the greens on
the same fork, that don't make them soggy, girl.
No, I do not want them things in it. No, ma'am.
Crazy.
I need my bread dry. I don't like nothing wet.
I don't like my food. I really don't like my food. Matter of fact, Trees, you went to brunch with me. Remember, I needed a separate plate for my anything with syrup. No.
Yeah, really B was like, nope, separate. Look, Nels, you couldn't go out with us. You'd be like, oh, these high maintenance bitches.
I don't want them to touch unless I purposely want them to touch. If I pick them up on the same fork for them to touch together, then yes. But no, I don't want them to touch.
Well, Chef Don, we got the chef coming in. He said, I like certain foods to touch, examples, mac and cheese and yams. See, you know what? I can't do that because I like mac and cheese, but I don't eat yams. So
she a weirdo. She crazy.
Don't do that. I just don't care for them. I'm sorry. Bobby Wobby says, I just do that with grits, eggs, and cheese. I don't really care for grits either.
Grits and eggs. Yes, grits and eggs. I'll do that together.
No, not at all. I don't know.
I'm really a texture person, y'all. So like grits, yams. Yeah, every now and then I might eat a good shrimp and grits, like it's made well enough that I'll eat, like I'll be able to withstand it. But most of the time I won't like.
I don't like shrimp and grits either.
Oh, really? See, look. Nikki B said, I feel the same way, really, B. Don't like my food to touch. Ravine said, yes, like him. I don't like how she is treating him. Yeah, it's weird. JB says, oh, yeah, my food can never touch. Candy said, when Ty took his shirt off and showed us all those roses and vines, it was a hell nah for me. Okay. C. Golden said, y'all don't mix the Trinity, candy sweets, mac and cheese and greens. I don't, because I don't do the candy sweets. Absolutely. But I will say this. I will do the mac and cheese and greens. I will sometimes put those together. I will.
I won't.
Ooh, cornbread sopped in cabbage juice. Okay, Bobby.
That'll make it soggy.
Take that cornbread and sop them greens up with it. Okay, y'all really on this. Look, y'all talking food, which means the episode was good. Ravine said yams is better than mac and cheese. Ravine, bye. Bye. Right. It depends on the type of mac and cheese too. LC Charm said the white guy I lived with was really into wines. He had a real wine cellar. That's what's next on my list, baby. And we went to wine tasting classes, and I want to take a trip to Napa Valley. When I tell y'all I am very serious about my wine.
I went to Napa and I did that. Napa is fun. And I went to a couple of wineries and did that in Napa.
Look, I just want to be on that train so I can sleep in between the wineries because, I know I'm going to be toasted. Terica said cornbread with collard green juice is pot liquor. Oh, okay. Monique said mac and cheese, ham, and potato salad is a must. I don't really care for potato salad too much, guys.
What?
I only eat my mama's potato salad.
I don't really care for potato salad.
I love potato salad.
The only
now,
like literally
the
only potato salad I will eat is my mama's. Like literally.
I gotta eat that by itself. I gotta eat the potato salad by itself.
Look, I feel like if I go to Napa, I'd be drunk. Oh, and look, if you barely drink, then yeah, because I heard that wine over there is strong, baby. It's strong.
I was fucked up.
Oh my goodness, Raven, what?
All right, Nels, get into it. Get into it. What's next?
This BS therapy session. So,
yeah,
Clay and Tati met with Dr. Ali. Clay starts talking about how his friend got there, and she's like his big sister. She jumped into his arms, and Tati was like, and wrapped her legs around you. Okay. And then he was like, well, the Tati that came outside was a totally different person. Sir, you're damn right, because ain't nobody wrapped their legs around you before. I ain't never had to react off of that. The hell? So Tati says that and was okay because I felt unprotected. I felt like he didn't care about my feelings. And, she's been having problems in general with him lying a lot because he's an effing liar, like a little baby, and don't know how to tell the truth about nothing and stand on business. She ain't say all that, but that's what she said. So, he said that he's exhausted and feeling stressed and overwhelmed. Sir, that's everybody's everyday life. Okay, everybody going through something. Okay, then he talks about his PTSD and trauma. He says he has bad nerves and anxiety ever since his deployment, and says that he has no problem owning up to the fact that he messed up, but he just wants peace. And I love when Dr. Ali called him out. She said, people say that they want peace. It makes her start to think of avoidance coping. I say,
well, my whole thing is I hate when people say, and I hate to put men in this box, but when they all claim they want peace, but they don't create that own peace. Yeah.
Create that space for peace. Absolutely.
Right. It makes no sense to me. And I feel like that's
I want flowers, but if I don't plant a seed.
Oh. You better tell it.
Close the doors. Okay.
So basically, she says your response to trauma is to freeze. Okay. And she said all these thoughts and experiences. But in order to keep the peace, you don't want to talk about them. But in reality, you'd be surprised how far you get if you had the I just saw
Elsie said bars.
Yeah, I know. If you have the difficult conversations. And she asked, where are you now? Nobody really gave an answer, like where they want to be. So she said, if he don't care about her, basically he should just say that. Okay. She's giving this a real shot, but he keeps on playing in her face. And he said that he understands it's his job to make her trust him again. Clearly he didn't. This was BS because, like we said, he kept on pressing her to forgive him. And basically, he says that he knows his actions don't match his words. And she said that she doesn't know where they go from here, but, because she doesn't trust him, but she is willing to work on it.
I feel like at this moment, and I get it, we already talked about it. We know what we're trying to do, but I think at this moment, it should have been let's just pack up and go home. Just my opinion. Candy said, if you didn't slide out his mama's coochie, y'all are not whole or half siblings. So cut the with me. Okay. Okay. Outspoken Diva said, lying liars who lie are stressed out people. Lying liars who lie.
Well,
he's stressed out about all them lies, coming out with all them lies and trying to keep them.
Ravine said, and Clay gave up, shaking my head. Such an ass. And I think that's why, honestly, Tati was more mad. Because it's almost like I forgot what show it's Beyond the Gates that I'm thinking of. He's been wrong this whole time, right? But the minute she's not willing to accept his forgiveness, more like he left her, she's upset. And it kind of reminds me of a Danny Bill situation where, you've been lying to me and da-da-da, and I would have looked past it. But the fact that now you want to leave me, I'm more hurt because I should have left you. I think she was mad because she didn't make the first call. I think that's what really that was about. Monique said they can't pack up and go home. His MO is dating shows, and hers is getting her music videos out there. They both traffic. I thought that she had a YouTube channel or something. She out there putting out her music. You know, kudos to her if y'all listen to it. You know.
I didn't know she did music.
Yeah, she goes by a different name. I forgot. It's a totally different name. That's why I was like, is her name even really Tatiana? Or maybe she just have a different artist.
She didn't promote any. So I mean, they might have cut it out, but she didn't promote.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the crazy part. Like, I would have thought if you come up here on a platform, I would think that you would use that if you're up here for, you know what I'm saying, versus making yourself look crazy.
I don't think that's why she was there, because she didn't use that platform.
Right. Oh, thank you, Ravine. Thank you. You finally came to my side of things. Trees, that's a good analysis of Danny. Good perspective. Yeah, that's what I see. She's just more hurt because she wasn't the one to break it off. So then we see Chris's brother. He comes by the house to meet Alexis, and I did not get his name. Did anybody get Chris's brother's name, or don't nobody care?
Boo.
Okay. But anyway, so Alexis' friend, I believe Manya, comes over, and so Chris is talking to his boy about how pushy she is about sex. Meanwhile, Alexis says she never worked
on too. And Ravine ain't on your side. She was just
don't do that. And so meanwhile, Alexis says that she's never worked this hard for a young boy. And I said, well, that did not sound right when it came out your mouth. Alexis asks his boy, how can she maneuver around Chris? And he tells her, well, you need to basically watch your mouth. I don't know how anybody else took that. And I mean, she respectfully was like, okay. Right. And then
it was disrespectful.
Right. And then the friend, Chris is talking to her friend, and he says that when they first met, he thought she was cute and all, but she could be a little more fit, and he understands that, you know, that journey is hard for some people, but you know, he's willing to work with her. And I said, I can't wait till she watch this footage back. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. Go in.
Baby, I'm waiting. The way I had to rewind my TV, because I said, I know that's not what he just said.
That's what he said.
I was like, I know that's not what he did. Baby, the way I rewound my TV 2 or 3 times, because I said, I know he said something else. Sir, go sit down.
Oh, am I? Okay. So basically after that, that was pretty much what I got for that little scene with them, Chris and whatchamacallit, and we see Tati and Clay, they trying to play chess, but she clearly don't know how to play, but she won't even allow him to teach her. And I said, from someone who plays chess, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. You can't just go. It's not like checkers where you could just go in and pick it up. If you don't know the value and why the pieces and why you moving them, and yeah,
I thought they had already been playing chess. Didn't we see them playing chess before?
I don't, or maybe he was. I don't know. But I was just like, girl, so what are you playing for? Because you're about to lose if you don't know what you're doing. And again, I played chess, so I was just sitting there looking like, oh, that was a terrible move. I was just upset in how she was playing. Oh, and you know what I thought about? And this is so random and so off topic. Sidebar: y'all drink y'all martinis? Not in martini glasses.
I don't drink martinis.
Trees, they have already answered.
Martinis are different. If you are drinking martinis outside of a martini glass, that is completely disrespectful. That is completely disrespectful.
I'd probably still drink it in a regular glass because I'd want more than what comes in a martini. I already
told you.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to help y'all get it together. LC said, "Yep, nope, we don't give a damn about Chris." Ravine said, "Nope, on Chris's brother." Yes, the T hand. Ravine says she loved both of us. Well, thank you. But, you know, sometimes we get up here and tussle. It's that sibling rivalry. Chris stayed dogging her out. He don't like her. And I don't even know why they still here. That's another couple playing in our face. Xavier said, Chris has a lot of nerve for a back alley whore. Ooh, okay, Xavier. Brave Thought said the fact that Chris don't want to sleep with her to give her any more reason to get attached. I believe that too. He can't stand that woman. He better than Clavassier. He better than Clavassier for that. That's true. Because he could hit it. Desop said, Chris is not the finest either, though. Right. That's what I was like, the nerve. Did I imagine something about Chris in a racy video out there? No, you didn't. No, you didn't, baby. We briefly touched on it a little bit when came out. Yes, I drink my martini in a red Solo cup. Ravine, bye. What does the martini glass even look like? Look, don't make me run upstairs and get one. I'll pull out the martini glass.
It's small. Who want to keep on refilling their glass?
It's like the real small. They're like I forgot the shape.
Why not just get a cup like this and you ain't got to go back for refills?
I can't with y'all. Look, Monique said y'all about to get on Tree's bad side. If I'm at the bar, I'll use a martini glass. Okay. I don't think. I think you're saying. Oh, I don't think Tati. Are you saying cared or cried? Not a horror. Yeah, that's what he said. A horror. Candy said, I don't think Tati cared to learn or make the right moves. Right. And then go ahead and let's finish this off, y'all. Was it Brittany and Ty from the comeback from the date? And then
they came back to the house. Alexis said they have the least amount of compatibility in the house. They couldn't even get intimate in an intimate setting. Okay. And said that he really could have just dropped her off at the door and took his ass back home. So at dinner, everybody's asking how therapy went. Tati said that it went good. Clay said he getting tired of getting his cold shoulder and got up and walked away because he felt like he's wasting his time. And the guys told him he told the guys that he's ready to leave. So they tried to explain to him like, you big dummy. Okay. She's a woman that's hurt and embarrassed in front of all these people. And told him that, you can't just make decisions off your emotions. He didn't really give a damn. He went to go pack his bags. He said he ain't got no more gas in the tank. All right. And then he came back to grab Tatiana to talk to her. He told her that he doesn't feel like it's working and he doesn't want to waste his time. And she's like, you been a big baby. Okay. You need to accept the fact that it's going to take me time to get over this. And said, if you just want to go home, though, I'm not going to stop you. I ain't going to beg you. Okay. But if you want to work on it, I'm here. So then he said, I already started packing my bags. So she's like, okay, so does that mean you want to go? And then he was like, no, I don't want to leave, but I don't want to waste my time. And she's like, well, I mean, I've shown you progress. So then he said that she got an attitude and I don't know. He just kind of flipped the script and was like that he wanted to go home. So she was just like, okay. He goes to tell everybody. He hears everybody in the kitchen call him an idiot, talking about how stupid he is. So he finished up packing his stuff. And Tati started packing up her stuff. And she said that, she's about to block him on everything. Then Kiki tells Charlie and Jared that, she's going to fight them if they decide to leave. Charlie said what? She said, do you think I'm ever leaving this man? And in a confessional, he said, Charlie's a lovely woman. Okay, but the honeymoon phase is over. And said she needs to know about my true feelings. I said, well, we know next episode you're going to be laughed at. Okay.
Well, you know what was funny for me? I love the fact that he was like, when she was like, oh, so you were just dragging me along. He was like, yep.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. I was like, you know what? I can appreciate his honesty. It's terrible. But
that was the plan.
Lauren Bishop, Treese Wines and Spirit etiquette training, courtesy of Red Solo cups and Burger King carryout cups. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna get on y'all. Look, wait. Really, B, you coming? I'm gonna make sure I get footage.
It's your own charm school, girl.
Right. Brave Thought said Brittany don't like Ty. Like I said in my review, most of these people don't like each other, and this is a vacation for them. Oh, Brave Thought! I didn't realize you had your own channel. I'm gonna go subscribe. Thank you for letting us know. I'll definitely follow. Ravine said Clay's a bum. He gets the cold shoulder for 30 minutes and he can't take it. Bye. Boy, bye.
Exactly.
Okay. LC said Clay was embarrassed because she didn't beg him to stay. Right. Outspoken Diva said, does it bother anyone other than me that Clay or Cla has to be counseled into doing everything other than telling the truth? It was a lot of men's hurdles, right, to help him. Right. I really hate that Tati let him be the one to make the decision for them to leave. Girl, I would have packed my bags after hearing about that baby. I wouldn't have made it to that dumb phone call. That part. So yeah, y'all, that was pretty much the episode. Thank y'all so much for being here on this lovely Sunday, Memorial Day weekend. We hope that you guys have a good time. Be safe out here in these streets and enjoy the long weekend. If you haven't already, please make sure that you've hit the like button.
Make sure you comment.
Make sure that you guys subscribe to both channels. Good job, Really B. Good job. And make sure you guys hit the notification bell. Really B, what you got coming up on your channel?
I think I'm getting ready to do a members only live in a few minutes, so y'all can check that out. But tonight we have the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Y'all might not get that because she might be toe up at my house. She might be in the backyard toe up. She might be late for that one, y'all.
That's pretty much it. It ain't too much going on in these streets. Love after lockup is on hiatus. Raising Canaan is over. Yeah, I don't know what y'all gonna get this week. Other than of course, celebrity gossip and news,
Well, yeah, Remy and Papoose have been keeping you busy. So yeah. Thank you, Ravine. Thank you very much, boo.
Thank you.
Elsie. Well, y'all have a great Sunday. Be safe. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I gotta finish getting ready so I can have people over, so I can make sure that they have the right cups when they come over and they good and look it up. So yeah, y'all wait on that live. Watch what I tell you. It's gonna get pushed back. Watch what I tell you. Really be gonna be over here having a good old time. Anyway, now we thank y'all, love y'all, and we'll I guess we'll be back next week for Never Ever Met. No more Love and Marriage Detroit. So praise God for that. All right, y'all. We'll catch y'all next Sunday. Love you. Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye.
Elsie, we know better. We ain't gonna do better.